Oh. Alright, that was a little close. Thankfully, they had the exact same timing, so that could have been an absolute mess. We're just gonna do this. This Devourer's making me nervous here. Oh my god, why gotta be so many? Nice. Got him while he was cloaked. Gotta flex on the nids, you know? Today I want to share with you one of my favorite Vanguard builds that you can take into absolute runs, hard stratagems, you name it, it can do it. So for our first row here, we are going to pick up upper hand, and in my opinion, I think this is best in slot compared to these other two. Melee damage increases by 10%. I really don't think it's that crazy. I mean, you're giving up so much survivability just for a little bit of a boost in melee damage. Same with moving target. You know, that's kind of gimmicky. 30 meters, I think that's very gimmicky for only 10% ability charge. These two are just, they need to be looked at. At least get a buff or something. Maybe this one could be like 15%, but I think this is best in slot. And for our second row, we are going to pick up Conviction. Just going to add more survivability to your Vanguard. Vanguard is very tanky. You know, I'm actually surprised how tanky he is. He's comparable to Bulwark. Bulwark is still more tanky, but Vanguard is very, very tanky too. I'm actually surprised about that. I think this is also his best in slot here. The only problem I have with Duelist is that if you play other classes and you switch over to those classes, you know, your timing's going to be off because you're going to be so used to having this perk. So in my opinion, this is going to end up making you kind of weaker. But if you do main Vanguard, then, you know, go for Duelist. And for our third row, we are going to pick up Consecutive Execution. Like most classes, they have equipment regen. Vanguard is no different. And that's always a really, really strong choice if you have the ability to pick it up. And I don't really think you're losing out much on the other perks. Retribution. We are relying very heavily on our ranged weapons, especially for CHP, so I wouldn't pick that one up. I think this is superior. And for our team perks, let us talk about the Vanguard's team perks. Now, I am playing solo. This is absolute solo, so I'm going to be running Inner Fire. And I'm running Inner Fire because I'm running Adrenaline Rush. So we are relying... So Adrenaline Rush is going to be doing a lot of the lifting, but this is going to allow us to, you know, keep our ability up more. Unmatched Zeal's good, but I think for solo, this is just, it's a little more safer. Well, you're going to be able to grapple more often, you know, you get those vulnerability frames, and don't even get me started on Melee Champion. God, I am not a fan. I like to play with other players, and when I see Vanguard running Melee Champion, I just, it leaves a bad taste in my mouth. I'd rather have on Zeal or Inner Fire. If I was playing with other players, I would run Zeal, because that ends up being the most useful, you know, it's just supernatural. Alright, for our next row here, we are going to be running Collateral Damage. Diving Kick deals 50% more damage and additionally damages enemies on the way to the grapnel launcher's target. So I picked this up because of the next row. Tenacity. After a range kill of Majoris level or higher enemy, Diving Kick's damage increases by 130%. 130%. Cooldown is 15 seconds. Now these perks work very well. Even with this row, you can kind of swap this one out for shockwave. That's also really good for AoE. Since we are going to be doing a lot of barrel stuffing with this build, this is a pretty good perk. You know, you're able to get some pretty nice kicks off with this. Our next row here, combat readiness. Pretty straightforward. You know, you're able to get your ability up more, you know, pair that up with inner fire. And for our next row, combat readiness. You know, this one's pretty straightforward. Pairing this up with inner fire, you know, you're able to grapple so much more often. You have this on cooldown. You know, you get your iframes and vulnerability frames when you're grappling. So I think it's a really nice combo here. And for our last one, we do have Adrenaline Rush. 5%. So no gun strikes. Make sure you do executes or you're not going to get your health back. Inner Fire, you are able to do gun strikes with Inner Fire and it will still proc. So keep that in mind. And for our prestige perks, Battlefield Awareness. If a target is within 8 meters, you deal 10% more range damage. Absolutely perfect for this build. Like, you're going to be up and close to the enemy. You know, you can be barrel stuffing them, really going for those headshots. Great first perk. Fortitude, straightforward, 50% health increase. Vanguard is pretty tanky already. Restoration. This is a very solid perk. You know, drip feeding armor segments. This is always a really good one. And launch restoration. It just out of armor, you know, you can grapple to the nearest minors and you'll get that free armor segment. Star of the show, we are running the Combi Flamer. And this is exactly how I like to run my perk tree. You know, going more for headshots, getting up close and personal. And I do have a few things I want to say about the Combi Flamer before I move on to the secondary. I do think this weapon is better on sniper solely because he has ammo regen unlike Vanguard. So kind of keep that in mind. This gun is very ammo hungry. Hopefully there will be a hotfix next week and they'll end up giving it a buff, like an ammo buff, maybe even a damage buff. And for a secondary, we are going to be running Retribution's Bequest, one of my favorite pistols, one of my favorite heroics in general. It has the highest gun strike damage and you get instant headshot kills on reinforcement calls. This is like the perfect heroic weapon. I remember when this gun came out and I did not like it at first, and I really needed to give it some time, and I really saw the light of day when I started landing those headshots. This is a very good weapon to get for your first one if you're kind of debating on what you want to spend your blue Doritos on. Now there's a few ways you can build this. I go more for ammo reserve because this weapon is slacking on the ammo, but you know, it is being made up for its utility and its gun strike potential. You really want to save that for the reinforcement calls. You don't want to sit there unless you need to really get range damage out, like say a Zoanthrope showed up. This is pretty okay for that. Not the best, but it's better than nothing. And lastly, we are gonna pick up the Relic Power Axe, the block version, my favorite version. And this is how I like to build it. Go more for the bottom tree here and going more for the overstrike damage. I love this weapon. It is so fun. Maybe one day we'll see it come to tactical. Hope so. And then we can take out enemies. See, this is something I see players do all the time. They always fight in the sand. Back up, get some ammo. Ooh. Alright, try to use this. Oh! I didn't know he was a devourer. Whoops. Right, sir, that's enough. A little close. I think I can make this shot. Is this absolute? Yeah. Gotta double check. I say that, then I'm gonna get absolutely clapped up here. Yeah, I'll take this fight. I mean, we can skip it. I'm just gonna grapple him. Yeah, let's get out of the sand first. I don't want to make a huge mistake already. Will you go down? Nope. There we go. Oh man, I don't know how to deal with this right. I think I'm gonna let him come to me. Yep. That's what I thought. And then he's gonna take his time. That's not what I wanted. That is not what I wanted. Alright, now we have to jump down.
Considering the Dragon's presence is incidental to our objective, utilize the lift to reroute closer.
I thought that was another Ravener there. Okay, hopefully we can get him down here. Maybe. There we go. Why you gotta call your friends? Nice. Thank you. Thank you, Heroic Heavy Bolt Pistol. Can I reach? Nah. Let's see if we can get him down. Try to hide behind these crates. Get a good spot. Ooh, nasty combo. He's working with Tyranid Prime. There we go. I really just did that. Really blew myself up. How's everyone feeling about the Combi Flamer? It's not bad. I'll give you my thoughts on it. It's okay. The ammo is slacking a little bit. I don't know if that's a skill issue or if everyone else is having the same problem. Oh no. Throw a grenade down. Throw another grenade down. You know what? Perfect time for this. Let's use it. Try to get some value out of it. Is it gonna do anything? Maybe. Oh, that's actually not too bad. See, the only problem I have is probably this gun being on this class. Because since you don't have any ammo regeneration, it is kind of rough. I'm already feeling it. We're pretty close to a weapons pod, but we still have a chance of a terminus spawning in. I'm already very low on ammo. It's probably better on sniper since he has that one perk that you can regen ammo a lot better. So I'm not sure if this gun's better on sniper. It seems that way though. The flaming part. Let's try it out. There's a Biovore? Oh, he's right above me. Oh, that's gross. Such a nasty Biovore spawn. Alright, make a move, like Ravener. Don't be shy. Oh my god, he's just piling these things on, man. Get the stun off. And he's gonna run away. Like a little kid stealing candy from a Dollar General. Okay, let's take this slow. Come on, go down. Come on. There we go. Good boy. Good boy. Oh.
I was worried you had fallen victim to Mitrium's mastery of malphonic disruptive frequencies.
Wow, that flaming part did not touch any of them.
Associated with
Jesus.
relief, cools my remaining
Yeah.
skin.
I knew it. I knew it. He's gonna call him in.
To stand against you alone.
I was,
It seeks to drown us in sheer numbers.
gonna try to speed run these holes.
Sucked in mining gear.
I really just said that, didn't I? Oh man, I don't know if I can get him in time. Oh, I think I should. Oh man, I love Retribution's request. Absolutely so good for solo games. Jesus. Do a quick little grapple, get a little closer to him. Do one of those. Oh man, I just missed him. Oh. Alright, that was a little close. Thankfully, they had the exact same timing, so that could have been an absolute mess. We're just gonna do this. This Devourer's making me nervous here. Oh my god, why you gotta be so many? Nice. Got him while he was cloaked. Gotta flex on the nids, you know? Do I have any Vanguard mains watching out right now? Are you guys also disappointed with the Melter Rifle? I am. Hopefully they do a hotfix next week and they give a few buffs out. Typical Vanguard fashion, you end up grappling the wrong enemy. My Vanguard mains know. They know all about that. So you guys see that they're gonna do a whole rework on tactical. I don't know how I feel about that. Like, I'm kind of excited, but you know, I really like where tactical is right now. Like, I really don't mind that he's all glass cannon, because I would never recommend a new player pick up tactical, or at least, you know, not without really getting the basics down first. Because he is so glass cannon, like, you really need to have your I's and P's crossed. I think it's fair what you're getting, you know, with tactical. Like, you know what you're getting. Like, he's super glass cannon. I don't want him to like nerf tactical. It's weird that they're gonna rework tactical. Like, that's gonna be one of the first ones. Not the first one to get a rework, but yeah, I love this weapon. Amazing for situations like that. I mean, Assault kind of got a rework a little bit. Like, his dash build's a lot better. Now he can do animation cancels. Yeah, that's kind of, yeah. Assault's come a long way. Assault has come a very far way from where he's been at. Can I get ammo on my flamer from this? No. You know who needs a real rework? Vanguard. Heavy. Those classes need it. I kind of hate to see that Tactical's getting it, but I also see kind of why they're doing it. I mean, he's kind of like the poster boy of this game, you know? Vanguard desperately needs it. I mean, I like Vanguard. Not my favorite class. Like, he's fun, but I do think his boss damage is slacking. That's my only gripe with Vanguard, because his survivability, it's pretty insane. Like, it's comparable to a Bulwark, you know, for his survivability. Oh man, this is bad. Ooh, that was very close. I need to be careful. Oh, a triple. Oh, nice. Hopefully we can get the next execute. Nice, nice, nice. Ooh. I can do this the fun way. Nah, I heard an experiment spawn, so we're gonna do that. Oh my god. Ooh. I am panicking like crazy. Alright. Let's just take a chill pill. Alright. We got the biggest threat out of the way. He's gonna call somebody? No. Ooh. I gotta really take him out fast. I wanted to execute, but I don't want to stay in here too long. Start taking out all this trash. Just gonna use the flamer part, you know, get use out of it. Why you gotta be enraged, man? Come on, talk to somebody. A therapist, somebody. You don't have to be mad. Oh. Yeah, I already know. I'm cheating, or not cheating, but I do feel kind of bad, like using this wall. I mean, it's here, you know. I mean, you know, if you're smart, you know, use everything you got to your advantage. Why not use the wall? You know what I'm saying? Okay. There's no way. I can't believe he's not down yet. Okay, that's enough. Okay, how are we feeling about that new Terminus fight, guys? I'm sorry, the new Terminus boss. So, I'm gonna be honest. I'm kind of avoiding chaos right now. Because I am very intimidated by the new boss. He is... God, he's a menace, man. Like, he really is. Maybe because I'm not really used to fighting him. But man, dude. Like, as soon as I see him spawn in a run, I lock up, man. Like, I'm just like, have no idea what to do. I'm trying to practice a little more. God, this weapon's really good for CHP. I'll be honest. We're gonna drop this. I'm gonna need an execute from one of you. Ooh, okay, that was insanely close. I need grapple out of here. Get some of this HP back that we lost. Oh, that's nasty. Why you gotta tackle like that? No. Oh my god, ain't a mind viner, just being gross. Okay, let's get him out of the way. As you can see, I can't talk and do this at the same time. I start talking, I start dying. I don't know how some people can do that. Keep a full conversation while doing this. It's crazy. I know. Get these gun strikes off. Barrel stuff him. Get up close. Ouch. Wish me luck. Yeah, this weapon's okay on Vanguard. Like I said, probably better on Sniper because he has ammo regen. The flame part is kind of not the best either. Because what makes the Pyre Blast weapons good? Because you have perk trees. They have perk trees attached to them, you know? So you're able to really finite their damage. This, you don't have any perks for to buff the flame damage. You just get a flat damage. Yeah, I mean, hopefully they give it a buff, you know, because it needs it. Or like the Pyre Blast canisters. Oh man, those are so fun. You know what makes that really good though? Is because it lingers for a while. So you're able, that fire damage really stacks up, and you know, you're able to lock down an area. I love that. I love that piece of equipment. It's a really fun one. Not as good as Melted Bomb, but it's still really good, and it's just a lot of fun. I only get one hull for solo. I didn't know that. Pretty cool. Yeah, I say that Vanguard has weak boss damage. I think he does. I really do think he does compared to other classes. I'm doing okay damage, but you know, that's because I'm, you know, really getting my combos off. Oh, it's gonna go on the wall. Nice. Got the gun strike. I love this fight so much. One of my favorites. He's gonna come back around. Yeah, there we go. The double. Ooh, I always mess that timing up. Ooh, okay, let's look for armor. Armor boost here. Can we get one? Nice. I should just go right under him. Yeah. That works pretty good. Oh man, again, I messed up the timing. I don't know what's wrong with me. Is he done for? Nice. Love this power axe so much. Or at least the block version. I haven't really ran the heroic version of the power axe. It looks okay. I was kind of hoping for a little more whenever that heroic came out. Look at these numbers. At 20, 17 on special kills, 20k melee damage. That's kind of, you know, like I got the damage close between melee and range. Not bad. At least I didn't go down, so I'll take that. It was a pretty decent run. I do still think the Combi Flamer does need a little bit of a buff, and it is kind of, ooh man, it's rough on Vanguard because of no ammo regen. I think probably is better on Sniper, but it's not the worst heroic. It is not the Melt-A-Fist, at least.